BlankTap. And joined by me, of course, the one, the only, the majestic Vordi. How are you doing, my guy?
I am doing great, thank you, BlankTap. Actually, I'm not sure if Rob was on deafened for the whole thing, but yeah, here we are.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, South Korea up against Poland in the winners bracket. Seed 1 up against Seed 4. Two very good teams. Obviously, South Korea here has gotten undefeated on any pick so far. They are 6-0, 6-0. One of the matches being up against UK, who were a very exceptional team. I think a lot of people predicted them to go top 3. Had a scuffed qualifiers because of their circumstances, and despite that, South Korea is still 6-0'd. Poland as well, coming here from a 6-1 and a 6-1. So both teams haven't done much losing. So this is going to be a real test for both teams.
Definitely looking to be a cold shower for either one of these teams, because in there we see quite a clash between these two titans, or one will fall much easier than the other. And the Rolls has come in, and South Korea with the second ban. Looking at the continue.
I was gonna say, talking about the bans here. I mean, South Korea obviously is super good. They can play anything well. If there's, I think, any opportunity Poland really has here that is exceptional, it's that stamina / speed slot potentially. They got number 1 on the DT2 on qualies. They've been very good at that skill set. It's something that Korea has been sometimes very good on. Sometimes it's been a case of one player like Zyson really popping off on that skill set for them. So I think it's where they can really find the opportunity to get some points. And it's going to be Poland to ban DT4 first.
Ooh, okay, already, of course, South Korea definitely quite demonic on these controlled picks. And DT4 is definitely one of them, so I do feel it is quite a good ban. And for South Korea though, free mod 2 and free mod 3. Very interesting actually.
Free mod 2, free mod... Yeah, I mean, free mod 2, I can understand. I think Poland's pretty good at flow aim. They probably have some good modded lineups. I am surprised to see those over something like DT2. I think if they're leaving something like DT2 opens, I think that means their stamina lineup has got to be feeling good today. Free mod 3 as well. Maybe just didn't like that map too much. I guess the volatility of it, right? Especially we talked about that in the last match. It's like a 1 minute 30-second map. I think if you're the favored, more comfortable team, you don't want to be playing maps that short, that volatile.
Yeah. Really, maybe they're just really uncomfortable on free mod 2, free mod 3. I mean, maybe they've absolutely mind-blocked the hell of free mod 3. You do see this map sometimes on other tournaments. But yeah, Poland. What will be their last ban this time actually? If they're looking for like another control ban, I do think No Mod 2 would be the way to go, because that map could be devastating if you're not ready for it. I know they are able to dish out some mean flow aim, but No Mod 2 is not just flow aim.
Yeah, I think No Mod 2 would be a fair ban. No Mod 5 maybe as well. No Mod 5, very, very difficult reading aim control map. It really depends on if you have players on your team who've practiced it and are comfortable with the low AR. They're actually going to go a different direction. They're going to ban the Hard Rock 1. So the Hard Rock consistency map, it is a very, very tough map. Does leave, I think, a lot of maps, though, that South Korea is going to be pretty excited to pick.
Not gonna lie, there is a lot that is South Korea going to be excited to pick at this point, knowing how quite dominant their performance and their roster looking, but we do hope for a match nonetheless coming from Poland as we go into the first pick from South Korea. Like, they can really start from any kind of skill set, not gonna lie. This map was their oyster and they're already gonna go for the control pick, number 2.
Yeah, it's the map you talked about as being an option for Poland to ban. And South Korea, glad to dive into it. Very flow aim, tech-focused map, but it's just the reading on some of these streams, the directions, the angle changes you have to go, can be very, very confusing. You have to be an exceptional aim control player to go the distance with combo on this one. And if there's anything South Korea, just as a country historically has been insane on, it's this skill set.
Oh yeah, I mean, like we could definitely really get anyone to come in for this one, but the recent winner of the LAN tournament in Korea, that is Fragrance of Page. Definitely look out for him, and I think he might be coming in, and because it might be his type of map, but really this is just all about me for South Korea. On the other side, the Mastas, Bartek and Shedis, they are not wasting any time. They're ready to halt South Korea in this number 2. They know their rosters and they are not hesitating to unleash them. Allegrissimo is being put back in.
Put Allegrissimo in. Classic, and a Fragrance of Page as well, as you mentioned. So it is going to be quite the lineup from South Korea. Poland as well. Mastash, Shedish, Bartek. Nothing to scoff at. I mean, this is a roster as well. Poland has been quite a force here so far in 3WC. And this is, I think, the first time they're really coming up against some exceptional resistance, and we'll see how they fare against South Korea. The team I think most people are thinking will go the distance in the tournament.
And here we go into the technical aim control map, starting off with a bit of free combo, but nothing is free in this world, and the price to pay is to play the rest of this map without dying. And already starting off with these very, very tricky stacks, and there will be plenty more where this comes from.
Yeah, so far this is just a taste of what this map has to offer as we get into it, all of these slider streams. But so far, nobody on either team finding any issues. Mustache, Sedish, Bartek, all gone. Poland has now three-way missed, and now that leaves South Korea with all of the advantage in the world. Amamiya Kokoro does find a miss, but it's still Fragrance of Page, Allegrissimo to hold on.
Looking so solid despite that miss from Amamiya Kokoro. Fragrance of Page is now down, and the man is on the spotlight. Allegrissimo increasing not only his yap cost, but his match cost with this one. Bartek finding yet again another miss. Shedius was looking so good with the recovery, and so does Mastas, and in a blink of an eye, they're gone, and Allegrissimo is still there, and as I say that, he's gone as well. But 200k in the lead. This map is absolutely brutal.
It's funny as well. I think Allegrissimo in chat before this said this is his worst skill set. If this is your worst skill set, I want to know what your best skill set is. Because still showing up a great performance in the lobby. Fragrance of Page and Amamiya Kokoro have both recovered exceptionally, as Poland just struggling to find their footing, and can you really blame them? This map just doesn't relent. So many opportunities to find breaks. And South Korea just with a great start here. Amamiya Kokoro does find a miss, but Fragrance of Page still holding. Allegrissimo on the recovery with a big lead for South Korea.
Zero worries whatsoever. Fragrance of Page styling around, but looking at the entirety of South Korea, a very, very equal score, at least before Allegrissimo having a stroke on that one pattern. But despite that, there's just no time for Poland to make a comeback, because this is going to be a clean first point for South Korea. Poland, what will be their reply? Because this is such a strong first pick for their opponent.
Yeah, just the dominant way to start. Fragrance of Page in the end getting 600k, with Allegrissimo, Amamiya Kokoro both above that 400k threshold. I believe, yeah, that is going to be Allegrissimo with the lowest score, and South Korea still beating out the top score in Poland. So yeah, it's a great start. Kind of what I think we expect from a team that good at aim control.
And now, I mean, the finger controls are open, I suppose. Well, not really finger control, more so tapping Fremont 1, the map that we saw was banned between the last match that we casted is open. But no, they're gonna go for the Hot Rock Alt. Is that a pick or is that a mistake? We do
I
not.
mean, I feel like there's no way
Yeah.
you first pick alt into
Okay.
Valkyrie,
Okay.
right? Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, am I hallucinating? Did I get the yeah.
That will be the
Um,
most aura thing that has ever done. Ever
that
been
would be
done.
Aura. First picking Hard Rock alt into South Korea would be Aura. But yeah, as you
Oh.
mentioned, free mode one's open. The 270 BPM stamina. You have DT2, the stamina open. Two maps I think were banned in the last match we cast. So I think that is where South Korea is still good on those skill sets, and they left it open clearly for a reason. But I think as Poland being a very strong tapping team, that's where they can find that opportunity, that advantage. Because as you kind of move away from those skill sets, it is becomes more squarely in the lane of what South Korea is comfortable on.
Yeah, but right now though, I think time is gonna run out soon enough. Maybe the chat is not responding, but we shall wait and see. I really do not see any other choices other than the mechanics build map.
They are deliberating. Really not an easy decision for them
Oh.
either. I think that the chat is. I think something's getting updated on the stream element side. You'll probably see the pick after that. Oh, but I hear Darkfly Dreamer. There we go. So it's gonna be. It is gonna be tapping, and they're gonna go for the high BPM approach.
It's time to burst. Soon enough. Come on, Klein, you can do it. Like, it's alright. I know you're shy. Oh, I think we're just right on time right now, Vordi. Okay, what a timing!
There we go. We see Doomsday Fanboy, Fragrance of Page, Zyson for South Korea, Bartek, Tartis, and Shedis for Poland. And early miss from Bartek and Doomsday Fanboy, but still 2-2 on either team.
Bit of a mishap for Bartek indeed, but Doomsday Fanboy did find an early miss just now, but he has recovered quite a bit, and the score lead will soon be reserved South Korea. And now going into the second part of the map, some aim here and there, and that will trip off Taurus as he is looking very shaky, trying to keep up with the burst demand.
Oh, and Bartek missing right after the break as well. Pretty unfortunate that it just leaves Shedis to have any combo here, as South Korea is honestly relatively close to a three-way. It's just that early miss from Doomsday Fanboy, but the accuracy makes up for it. As South Korea on Poland's first pick is looking in the lead to take this.
Showing that there is really not much of a pick that you can go for. At least that you have an advantage on against South Korea. They got every basis covered and they are showing their proficiency on both control and pure mechanics. Doomsday Fanboy finding yet again another miss, but the man that is Zyson Udongin is going the distance alongside the Fragrance of Age. Shedis, gotta give him some credit, still holding the full combo for Poland, but sadly, it is not a one-man job. Despite this beautiful performance from him, he will match Fragrance of Page and more, but that will not be enough.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, Poland played that relatively well. Big FC from Shed is the highest score in the lobby, but South Korea just too solid. Doomsday Fanboy dropping a 760k, Zyson with a near FC, Fragrance of Page with that full combo. It's rough sometimes when you're going up against a team. This is on paper like one of their weaker skill sets, and they still just drop a 2.8 score. It's difficult to find opportunities to really get any points on the board.
Alright, this is quite tough. South Korea, they can choose to put salt in the wound by going for more of those tapping picks, or they can go for something else and stay in their lane.
I do think they choose to stay somewhat in their lane. This is a 6.5 map, but it is very, very aim control heavy. Lots of awkward patterns that you don't typically see in a CS 6.5 map. So you need both the ability to aim the precision aspect and also the ult and aim control and weird rhythms. So it is something that I think South Korea is going to be very good on. You need to be very particular of a player to have a good time on this. And we'll see if Poland has the roster to compete.
Yeah, this is like, it's precision with a teensy bit of tech, but again, it's just basically pure aim if you ignore the sudden sliders that you see and encounter in this map.
I think both of South Korea's picks have been, I think, basically instant. I want to say, like the Nomad 2 and the Hard Rock 3. So clearly they've been confident so far in all their decisions. Their bans as well, I think, have come out pretty much as if there was no thought needed.
Alright, Kosiarek is indeed in. Definitely the hot rock specialist for Poland here. Shadis is here as well. Everyone's saying good luck, but there we go. Tar is back into the slot. Allegrisimo, Fragrance of Fish, and Amamiya Kokoro back in action.
You're going to see the same roster from South Korea as we saw on the No Mod 2, which I think is fair. Similar players are probably going to be good on both. But yeah, this is a tough one. I think you'll see. This is a 7.23 star 6.5 map, but I think it plays a lot harder than its star rating implies.
Oh,
those wiggles.
Yeah, absolutely disgusting. Snaps just really, really difficult. Zero hesitation will be needed. Just one shake and you're gone. Shit, this is now done. Poland getting swept under the rug of South Korea, cleaning off the dishes. And they are making sparkling triple full combo still on the board, finally finding a miss, and that's from Amamiya Kokoro. Fragrance of Passion, Allegrisimo still looking so good so far on this techier section.
I mean, yeah, I think Poland having a rough time of it, but this is just how the map is. I think most teams would be playing similar. The fact that South Korea is still holding a two-way FC this deep into the map, Allegrisimo and Fragrance of Page, is pretty incredible, and they already are nearing a double scoreline to Poland as they look to be even more dominant on this pick than the Nomad 2.
Going into a bit of a sort of PP and change. It's going to be a stable jump from here on out. And they're still going the distance. Not much trick here, it's just pure aim. None of those fast flicks that you gotta do. But the distance between the jumps gonna prove to be very difficult to hold on. But they're still doing it very nicely. Last few circles, Star is finding their game another miss, but the difference has already reached 800k, 900k soon enough. Allegrisimo is gone, but you smell it, the fragrance of Page with the full combo. He's still there, and this is the last section, and he's done it.
A big waft of Page as they get another full combo after the FC on DT3 as well, I believe. And we see Kosiarek by the end getting a pretty solid recovery, getting 660k, but South Korea just got FC got an 850k from Allegrisimo. Your lowest score is still 560k. Just a dominant pick.
Yeah, this is absolutely devastating if you're cheering for Poland, but they do have their pick now, and they still have plenty more. Worst case scenario, they have 2 picks remaining, including this one, so they gotta make it count.
Yeah, and I still think it's not a mistake to just keep playing tapping.
Yeah.
Obviously, DT3 didn't go as they wanted to. I think they could have had a better run, potentially some unfortunate breaks. And they instead, no, they go for a different option. They go for the AR8 hidden.
Oh my god, we are going into the hidden tree. And it's the AR8. Oh boy.
It's an interesting one because on one hand, I do think Poland has a good lineup for this. But if there's any team I think would be squarely the best in this tournament in AR8 hidden, it's probably South Korea, and maybe even by a good margin if qualifier is anything to go by it. And I think just generally how good this country is at the skill set. So we'll see how it goes. I think Poland is clearly picking it because they feel pretty good on it, but so too will South Korea be.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you have people like Allegrisimo, Amamiya Kokoro, and again, the man is back, Fragrance of Age. These players are very scary, and this map is not even too much emphasis on the reading. It's purely aim, which just kinda amplifies the threat even more for South Korea. But on the other side, though, Mustache and Kosierek will be back in, and we're still waiting for one more.
Soon we'll see Bartek in as the third. I think Bartek, very good low AR player. Yep, there it is. And we see Algrissimo saying, okay, time to SS. 1.06 million. Guys, check. I like it. It's confidence. It's confidence. If it happens, I'll be quite impressed. And as he said, this map, nothing too crazy on weird rhythms or things to trip you up. It's mostly just aim, lots of squares, which squares typically become a lot harder on AR8 hidden. Quite a few 1/4, just bursts going into jumps that can be tough as well.
And starting off, Kosierek already finding an early miss, but other than that, still too early to tell. 2 minutes and 20 seconds though. This is going to be quite a relatively short map once again, and especially for these kinds of map, it's gonna be quite condensed in terms of difficulty, but so far squares are being drawn perfectly from all of our plates. But Bartek does find the second miss, and South Korea just creeps in even more.
Yeah, it's just Mustache left as the remaining full combo. Kosierek, though, on a pretty good recovery. In South Korea, just looking super comfy, as they tend to be on this skill set. Poland, though, being that this is their second pick, they really, really want South Korea to find a miss. Fragrance of Praise drops his SS on the burst, but South Korea still no misses, all above 99. As the remaining full combo is gone from Poland. Poland left with no combo is traded by Amamiya Kokoro and Fragrance of Page. That gives them a big opportunity, but it's still Allegrisimo on a 99% at 400k score in the lead.
480k in the lead, 1/3 of the map remaining. When you hear of people saying put Allegrisimo back in, that is not a joke, that is a threat, a promise. And this is just what happens when you let the man do his job. He will find a miss, but he alone will be the one to reach 600k in this current moment. Accuracy looking beautiful. And there's just nothing much to be done once again for Poland. I do feel that this is quite a decent score nonetheless, triple 300k, and I feel it's a possible triple 400k, but good is just not good enough against South Korea. It's just painful, sadly enough. This is going to be their 4th point. What?
Yeah.
What can you do, Vordi?
What can you do? Good is not. You need to be great. You need to be sometimes even more than great. And here we are. South Korea, very, very consistent scoreline. The difference between their lowest score and their highest score is like not even 30K. It's like a bit over 20K. Just really, really good baseline from all the players. As Poland gives up their second pick back to South Korea. And if there's anything that's scarier than South Korea on a breakpoint, it's South Korea on their own choice of a map.
Oh my god.
As we've seen.
Alright, what else is there? I do feel that South Korea is not really looking at the map types anymore. They're not looking at the slot, they're looking for the duration, and I feel they're gonna keep on picking like short maps to just quickly deliver the finishing blow, because right now, again, they just have all of the bases covered, and I just pray that we can see a point for Poland right now. Some way, somehow. And it's gonna be DT2. They're gonna strike back with their own tapping.
Yeah, they're gonna be the ones to pick the skill set that is, at least judging from qualifiers, Poland's real big lead. But with how we've been seeing South Korea play and how they went on DT3, at this point, I don't really think South Korea really has a real weakness you can exploit. They're just good on everything, and they're gonna be the ones to pick the stamina. And I'm actually pretty glad to see this map. This has the key eye on this. I want to see who can cook.
Oh yeah, relatively long map, but it's not the slider version, which is come on, like we gotta see that sometimes. But other than that, it's time for the even numbered bursts, as I would like to call it. Those pesky, off-putting patterns.
Oh, the roll from Mamikokoro and chat almost hit it. Almost hit it.
It's too close,
and
too close, man.
Can you imagine?
If that would
have been the play of the game if he hit it.
Man.
But looks like we're gonna see the same tapping roster from South Korea. Fragrance of Page, Perma Lobby, just simply too good to not play a map. See Zyson and Doomsday Fanboy coming back in. Poland gonna have the same roster. I'm not sure if it was Bartek. No, it was Bartek who played the DT3 as well. Yeah, so Bartek, Tartus, and Mustache. And much more of a stamina map and finger control heavy map than the DT3, like 50 BPM lower, but.
Oh, okay. Once again, Zyson is in. And that man has been looking so comfortable in the lobby so far on the speed picks. Doomsday Fanboy and Fragrance of Page, definitely two players that you gotta fear. But on the other side though, Shedis has been looking real good as well. But Taras and Bartek needs to support just a tiny bit more, and I think they have a fighting chance probably somewhere. We did see Bartek say that he has 308k in his locker, which is not the best thing to say, but maybe he has probably accepted that that is his maximum. Who knows though, 500k is possible. He's just
it's debate, right? You actually have
FCs.
You only have FCs. You say you only have a 300k to lure your opponent into a false sense of confidence, and then you FC on them. And that's just the way to do it. You gotta play the mind games. When you're up against a great team like South Korea, you gotta get dirty.
Oh man, okay, gotta play you're actually game. Right. Right now, like I look up at the top of my roof, and it's written like gullible on it. So I'm really bad at reading those gloves.
No, man, I say this, but who knows? Maybe Vordi just drops around here. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Maybe you lock in the secret sauce. Does he have it? Appear weak when you are strong, and appear strong when you are weak. Sun Tzu. Let's
the art of war.
Happen.
The Art of War, written by worst HR player.
That's so real. Oh my goodness. Starting off already with a bit of an overtap from Zyson Vordi.
Yeah. An early miss, though, is, I guess, what you would want if you had to choose when to break. Tartus going to match as well. And this section, although the, I guess, real mechanical difficult section is in those key eyes with the classic sliders being replaced by full streams, a lot of this finger control is very, very missable. A lot of awkward rhythms Any small misread or being late to a note can cause you to break. Fragrance of Page finding a miss after being on a bit of a hot streak.
Indeed, and look at the man that says that he has got 300k in his local. My goodness, Vordi.
Never believed it. Never believed it for a second. Here we go.
Okay, first one done. Second one, beautiful. Third one, Bartek finds the miss. But Shadis is there, still matching Doomsday Fanboy. It's close, but Poland needs more. They need everything. Taris with the recovery. Doomsday's down. There it is, Shadis. The opportunity. Can we see a full combo throughout this first K section? Syson with the recovery from the reverse choke. Shadis, 97% accuracy. And the game is still on. Despite the miss from Bartek, it's still only 1k difference for the...
There was that break though, so Shadis knows that the pressure is on them right now as they have to get through all of this awkward finger control. And actually, never mind, Doomsday Fanboy, that was a Bancho miss. We thought that was a real break, but Doomsday Fanboy still matching Shadis, so it is actually still favor to South Korea as they have the better recoveries.
This is just a bit heartbreaking, but it's only Shadis as Taris finds a slider break and he's looking very shaky despite his accuracy. It's just that one fatal shake just kinda throws him off. And now it's riding or die on Shadis, and it's looking more and more dead on the water as South Korea goes into the second K section with such a force, such firepower, and Shadis is down for the...
And with Shadis coming down, so who does the hopes for Poland on this break point? As South Korea once again, by the end, is looking so comfortable. Syson does lose on the recovery, but it looks like Doomsday Fanboy is going to find a full combo with Fragrance of Page right behind him on a massive recovery as well. And it's just like the lowest score from South Korea on this is 740k, their baseline. Not even to mention their best scores is just so high. Shadis puts up a great score once again on the tapping with 850k, but is not enough against a team this good.
Man, I would even say Fragrance of Page will be the standard pop-off score, but there's two people that did better than him, and both of them, or well, three if you count Shadis, but two of them is on his team, and boy oh boy, Doomsday Fanboy with the full combo as well. And now they're going for the tag actually. Poland, they're down, but they're not out of the count. Going to once again launch another haymaker. It's time for tech.
Yeah, picking tech once again against it almost feels like these last two picks have been flipped from what I would normally expect from these two teams. But I guess in the end it ends up being the same, as Poland wants to duke it out on the 4-minute long tech map. South Korea obviously great at this skill set, like they are with the others, but tech and aim control, I think being the two probably best for them. So I don't think they're gonna be unhappy to see this being picked.
Oh boy. Basically, tiebreaker life to say the least. 4 minutes and 5 seconds. It's coming, yeah. You love this song. I love this song. Everyone should love this song. That is roll the one. That is not good. Right, everyone's just, we're just chilling. We're just gambling in the chat while we're passing the time.
Yep.
Alex, is it baiting the 727?
It's the dream. I don't think I've ever seen it be hit. Like while I've been, I've never witnessed
that. Once, yeah.
Oh, that's gotta be great. A great feeling to see it happen. The magic.
Oh, Alimentaire will be coming in, making his debut. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. First map played in this match. Here we go. Strap in for a long one. 4 minutes. We did see in the last match, I think 2 players. I believe it was Arbusion and Hansami who got very deep with combos. See if it happens again here.
once again, starting off slow, building up that momentum, building up that very important early combo that you gotta hold on to, and Allegrissimo just kind of released that slider a bit too early. So, Poland, they got some free crumbs here. Can they work off of it?
The crumbs are a good way to start, but Kosiarek is going to have a similar miss to Allegrissimo just in this intro here as we get into it.
Yeah, already starting off with your standard technical jumps. Alimentaire will find the first miss, and now Mastas will be the second. Yeah, this is really tough for the.
It's tough. I mean, with picks like this, especially when it's your pick, you want to have at least somebody holding through this section, especially with the intro being mostly free combo. But finding several misses, Mustache, Kosiarek, Alimentaire, all finding multiple breaks. So far, South Korea just has the one silly miss from Allegrissimo right in the intro, and they're looking to take up already a overwhelming combo lead with still 2/3 of the map remaining.
Yeah, basically the pseudo triple full combo on the board right now into the jumps. The bus sliders coming in, streams as well. Zero problems whatsoever. Going to the fast slider section once more. The deck gets even more thick. Kosiarek finding the miss. Mastas and Alimentaire recovering quite nicely, but they need to pray for a break inside of South Korea. The 270k lead, Allegrissimo will find one, but Kosiarek tricks it back. It's a 2v2 on the bottom row, and South Korea has the overwhelming army in their stash.
We do have the troops performing quite well right now. And what Poland desperately needs is, I mean, for both players to break. Mustache has 700 combo, but that is not going to be enough until either both Amamiya Kokoro and Fragrance of Page breaks. It's Kosiarek finding a miss right before that big slider.
This time going to the fast slider section here, the quote-unquote slow section. Fragrance of Page almost not hitting that, getting a 100, but no slider breaks just yet. We do another run of these tricky sliders back and forth. Amamiya Kokoro will find the miss there, and it's only Fragrance of Page in the spotlight as Allegrissimo finds a miss as well. Poland needs more, but they need a triple full combo first and foremost to go through this last section, and that's near impossibility. Nonetheless, will they believe and will they act it out? 440k difference, it's only Fragrance of Page, and he is looking really solid thus far.
I mean, Fragrance of Page has just been putting a show through this entire match. Just extremely consistent. I believe he's FC 2 maps before this as well. And he's looking for his third. Mustache, the big combo in Poland, the real hope for them, has unfortunately dwindled. And now it's just South Korea to close this one out.
Hey, yo, calm down. Fragrance of Page. He's still going. The book, it keeps on turning. The story, it keeps on going. 2000 combo, Fragrance of Page, calm the hell down. It's a Nomad 4, not a Nomad 1, not a DT1, not a DT2. This is not supposed to be full comboed, but he does not listen, he does not care. Fragrance of Page, what a fragrant full combo that is. How do you fight that?
How do you fight that, man? That's messed up. Is a nice FC on this no mod 4. No worries, no problem. And they take this to 6-0 as they just need one more point. And I mean, yeah, if you're Poland, I don't know what you do against that. Mustache on an S rank, pretty well done, but
No,
just
man.
Man.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
This is, well, what can you do? Like, let me just, you know what, let's make a fair comparison with Russia and Oceania, you know, like, just to actually see what's going on. And they actually did pretty decent, actually, compared to them, you know? Like,
Yeah.
what, 1.3 million team score? That is quite near to the other matches. Just not this one, I guess.
No, not against a team that good. And it's South Korea with what could potentially be the last pick of this matchup. They picked the DT2 last time. I don't know if they still feel like picking speed. I guess free mod 1's an option, but obviously, generally speaking, I'd expect them to pick stuff like Pidden 2 maybe. I think Hard Rock 2 is a good option. They go free mod 1, so no, they are going into the speed. 270 BPM.
Man, I mean, bruh.
So South Korea double picking, pure tapping, and it just doesn't, I mean, they're just good regardless. Can't even call it a mispick.
Yeah.
270 BPM. I don't think the spacing ever really gets that tough. It is just the tapping there. The modded players are going to be interesting, obviously. Hidden adds some volatility to comboing, and Hard Rock, the biggest punishment is having to play on OD10. With the tapping in this map, we'll see what they go for. I assume we'll see the same lineups as we saw in the DT2, DT3.
And I do feel that we're gonna see the 3 amigos coming in. The 3 guys that has been tapping for South Korea sizing out though. Okay, we're just gonna see Frankens of Page and Doomsday Fanboy chilling here. And Bartek, Elemente is out. Taurus is in. And Shedis, there we go, there's the man.
There are the expected players for this skill set.
Just trying to get here.
And so far, I think the big hope for Poland on this one is Shedis. Obviously got the best score on the DT3 with a 98% FC. Got a pretty good score on the DT2 with 850k. So that's sort of been the tapping carry for Poland so far, but needs the support from Tartus and Bartek if you really want to take a point from a team as good as South Korea.
And now though, with the added pressure with the hidden modification on the flow pattern, it's not gonna be easy to do well. Bartek holding the hidden hati wall, the front door. This is an overmod.
It's an overmod.
What? Alright, on such an insane point of the match, they're gonna gamble it all on the double hot rock. Are they comfortable enough? Is this the method? It's OD 9.3 becoming OD 10, so it's gonna be very difficult nonetheless. But starting off, we do see the accuracy advantage going towards Poland for the
Yak is in their lead, and the overmod, those 2 extra mods, the hidden with the hard rock on Bartek and the extra hard rock from Tartus. That'll give them a bit of a score lead as well as everybody holds on to their combos. You know what? Normally I would say like overmodding on this isn't a good choice, but in a weird way, like if you're down 0-6 and you need to win 7 points in a row, like sure, overmod. Like you need to win picks that well if you want to take the whole match. And Bartek going to be the first to break on that hidden hard rock quarter into this match. That should eventually flip the scoreline back to South Korea as they find a little bit of struggles on accuracy.
Stream just does not stop. And again, for speed maps, it's not how you start, it's how you keep going and how you end it, because you can easily get 99% for the first 2 minutes and absolutely die because you don't have the stamina for the last one. And right now though, they're still going, but this is so scary to look at. The burst never ending, now going to yet again another round. Bartek recovering quite nicely, still keeping that accuracy lead intact, and Frankens of Page finding the mess, and now it's gonna swing back soon enough because Bartek has recovered. This is definitely an opportunity for Poland. They have the golden goose, they just need to take care of it.
A massive opportunity, I believe. Fragrance of Page over tapping on a reverse. And that is going to give Poland the combo lead as they take the score lead back in their favor, with the overmod helping them out on multipliers as well. It's still Zyson and Doomsday Fanboy up against Shedis and Tartus on the full combos, halfway into the map now, to get into a little bit of an aimier section.
my god, they're still going right now, man. I can't look. Vordi, hold my hand, man. I'm shaking myself. No one's tried the breaking on that. And now, Syson and Doomsday Fanboy against Torrent Shaders. But Bartek, that is the difference maker against Frankenstein Page right now. He is approaching Frankenstein Page's score. More bursts, more of these, never ending. 1/3 of map remaining. 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining to prove your worth. Once again, back into 270 ppm burst. The stamina, it's burning, it's everlasting. Are they good enough? Can they reach it the first point? It's the hanging by a thread. One wrong move, one wrong breathing cycle, and it's gone.
Yeah, I mean it's really up to that. So far, no extra breaks. Both teams are putting up an insane performance on this free mod 1. On the modded players as well, both Hard Rocks still full comboing the Hard Rock onlys. Poland with the advantage, but they need to hold on. It's their point to lose.
70k, this is it. The last one, Dyson is down! Poland! Terrorist with the Zetis! Double full combo against Doomsday and Fragments of Pages. Recovery combo, Bartek back with the 2000. This is looking so great, so good, so well, so beautiful, so immaculate. Poland, they're right there. They see the light at the end of the tunnel. They just gotta reach it. Last spinner. This is it. I think they got it. It's not gonna be a sweep for the.
It's not gonna be a sweep, dude. It will not be a 7-0. Poland with a very, very good. This is an insane score. It's looking to be a two-way FC in Bartek on Hidden Hard Rock with an insane recovery. By the end here, they're going to end up being with quite a lead. Will we see the two FCs from Poland and the FC from Doomsday Fanboy? There we go. That is crazy.
That's crazy. Oh my god. Bartek with the B. B stands for Bartek, everyone. Remember that. Still 678k. Absolutely insane as the hidden hot rock player. And of course, lots of power to Torrent Shadis and Doomsday Fanboy for the triple full combo in this lobby. Definitely a really good score from the others as well. But man, what a this is like another level.
Yeah, South Korea played that well, but Poland almost three-weighing that map with an overmod. They are not going down without a fight. Their will to fight has not been beaten down yet. As they take the first point, that is going to be going into a Poland pick as well. So we'll see if they can carry the momentum as they jump right into No Mod 3, the ult map.
Oh my goodness. And now we're going to the awkward snap ult indeed. Okay. It's gonna be tough, that's for sure.
It's gonna be tough. I think maybe they could have gone for something more conventional mechanics. I think this type of ult map, we've seen South Korea so far in this match on aim control. They've been pretty damn good. They're always pretty damn good on that. Poland obviously has previously picked some of the aim control heavy maps, and they haven't had the best time on it. Maybe it was just underperformances, but I think yeah, I'm curious as to the logic of that pick.
And now, once again, job is not over. Is there a miracle that is going to happen? Is there a miraculous reverse sweep to force a tiebreaker for Poland?
If that happened, dude, I cannot even. I don't even know what my mental state would be by that point. It would just be, it'd be awestruck disbelief. But I mean, theoretically, the chance is higher than 0. We get the premier aim control lineup from South Korea, matched by Mustache, Kosiarek, and Bartek from Poland, as they look to maintain the momentum from that massive free mod 1 breakpoint.
Indeed, and right now though, riding the wave, they will still looking very cool, calm and collected, but that's just how all number 3s are. Bit of a taste of what to come here, some awkward 1-2 snaps, but they are eating it very nicely. Still 0 misses just yet from all sides. Accuracy no lower than 99, but Allegrisimo will be the first one to slide the break, but we've seen what he can do with the reverse choke potential. This man is still a threat, nonetheless, but Poland will take whatever that they can get.
Yeah, Poland is looking pretty comfy here before we get into the first KI. And this map, if you haven't seen it, has a really brutal solo section that will likely crumble anyone who isn't just goated at the skill set. And we see Bartek and Mustache both finding breaks now that only leaves one big combo left for Poland, Kosiarek, as he has to do all the score cultivating for himself.
They'll slowly but surely bring it back to their side, but it is indeed slipping away. South Korea having the more manpower, Mustache just kind of missing on these elementary pounds. It's not like he's doing badly, 99% accuracy, he's the most comfortable of all the member inside of Poland, but just a bit of those mind blocks, a bit of those misaim by a few pixels, and that's just combo reset. Everyone hitting that massive spacing right now, but all eyes on Kosiarek, Kokoro, and Fragrance of Page, Bartek and Allegrisimo with a supporting role alongside Mustache.
And I think we're about to get into it. We're in this section. Who gets through it?
Oh my god! The squares, Kosiarek is down, Amami as well! Fragrance of Page is looking good. Allegrisimo back in! Bartek is hitting it, but no longer as I say that!
Oh, there it is. Fragrance of Page, the last FC remaining, as they get through that section with the combo. Allegrisimo hits it as well. And Poland, that section, dropped all of their big combos, and now I think it is just South Korea looking to walk down the red carpet.
Absolutely, and despite that, I think Allegrisimo only has 100 and 150 so far, which is kind of mental.
That is insane, Ak.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for finding a miss, but it kind of barely matters right now. 550k in the lead. Fragrance of Page looking to score his second full combo in this match. And that is going to be game, set, and match. South Korea will be moving on to the finals in the winner's side. 7-1. Good game and well played indeed from both sides. And then Allegrisimo finds a miss.
There it is. Fourth
yeah.
FC, by the way. Fourth FC.
Jesus Christ.
I think every map Fragrance of Page FC as well was like there's a pretty big variety of skill sets, but there we go. Really, really good performance from South Korea. Poland popping off on that Fremod one, just a phenomenal score line. And it is the winner's bracket, so that's not the last you're going to be seeing of them. They're going to be moving down to the loser's bracket as South Korea looks to continue their dominant streak. And this time, they didn't come out unscathed. I mean. They got their first map lost of the tournament thus far.
Indeed, and you know what? That is it for this match. Another match is coming up later, actually, in quite a bit, in 4 hours to be exact. 18 UTC, Austria-Hungary against United Kingdom, and after that, the other winners bracket match, 1930 UTC, USA against Germany. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. But other than that, thank you so much for our sponsor, Wooting and Accurate. Check it out. Other than that, we've been your casters for today, BlankTap and Vordi. We bid you all farewell. See you next time.
See ya.